Okay, so this is a data center, and for running a data center you require servers. For running a data center you require storage. For running a data center we need security, database, so we need all these components, right? So over here, if you see in this picture, everything which you see in this data center, we have to purchase each and everything, guys. And for managing this thing, you need network administrators, system administrators, and a whole lot of bunch of team is required for over here, right? So managing this thing is not, okay, a small thing. Managing a data center, okay, and running your servers with huge configurations, okay, is required for having this setup done, right? So when I say, when you are running this setup, okay, you are having so many servers, networks, data centers. When you are managing these many things, okay, if I tell you, if you are moving to cloud, you no need to purchase a single server, no need to purchase a single storage, no need to purchase a single network cable also, guys. And you will not even have any power consumptions bills also. If you are moving to cloud, you no need to maintain and manage all these things over here, guys. Okay, now this is an older way of handling the things. This is an older way of running your servers. This is called as a legacy setup now. Okay, so this is an older way of managing your servers. Okay, this is a previous generation method where you are managing servers over here like this. Now we have moved to cloud. Okay, and what are the benefits of moving to cloud? Let me show you that why companies are moving to cloud. Okay, so these are the major reasons, and there are three important reasons that why a company is moving to cloud, guys. Okay, one is speed, the second is scale, and the third is economics. So let us understand these things in detail, that what is speed and what is scale and what is economics, right? So if you see in this previous data center setup, okay, where you are managing your servers physically, in this setup, guys, if you are completing a project within 6 months, let us assume you have certain project, okay, you have a project for completing your Snapdeal website, okay, or you got some other project, okay, where you want to develop a mobile app. Suppose it takes 6 months for doing that job. If you are doing the same job and if you are moving to cloud, if you see the speed over here, right, you will be completing that project within 3 months only. Okay, so instead of completing the project within 6 months, you will be completing the projects within 3 months only over here. So that is the faster race and faster ratio of handling the things. Okay, so in a year, if you are completing 2 projects, which means in a year you are running 2 projects, but over here when you are moving to cloud, in 1 year you can complete 4 projects, right? Because in 3 months you are completing the project. Okay, so there is a faster delivery. Okay, delivering your projects is a bit faster, right? You are no longer doing a slower delivery, you are doing a faster delivery over here, right? We are giving the projects and we are ending up with giving the projects a but more good and efficient and faster speed, guys. That is what cloud is giving you, right? And next, if coming to scale, if you see this in this data center, for example, you have purchased 100 GB server, guys. Okay, you have purchased 100 GB server and you have installed in this data center and it is running fine, right? And if you want to increase that 100 GB to 200 GB, you have to purchase hard disk from the market, right? And you have to attach it to your server, right? If you want to increase your laptop storage, what you will do, you will purchase more hard disk from the market and you will attach it to your laptop storage, right? So if you want to increase the capacity, what you will do over here, you will first purchase it and then you will attach it to your server, or then you will attach it to your laptop, right? In the older setup. Now if you see in this setup, okay, when you are seeing in the cloud, when you are seeing the scale, okay, you are purchasing it at later point. First you are attaching the configuration over here, you know. If you want to increase the storage, or if you want to increase the RAM, or if you want to increase the capacity of your database, anything which you are doing, immediately it will be done, guys. There is no waiting at all, right? And not only adding up, guys, let me tell you one more very important point. Suppose you have purchased 100 GB server, okay, and you are actually using 50 GB only, and you have purchased 100 GB server. So remaining 50 GB is not in use, right? Remaining 50 GB is not in use, but still you have purchased it. Okay, it is not spending efficiently because you need only 50 GB. You have taken 100 GB, remaining 50 GB is not used efficiently over here, right? So you have paid more cost over here in this setup, right? Costing wise, this maintenance and managing this will be costly, the legacy infrastructure setup, right? But if you see in the cloud, okay, if you have taken 100 GB server also, if it is not utilizing that remaining 50% or 50% storage, you will not be paying for that what you are not using. So how much you are using, if you are using 50%, if you are using 50 GB, it will be charging on that 50 GB only, right? It is not like you have purchased 100 GB server and you are using 50 GB also, you have to pay for 100 GB, right? But over here in the cloud, whatever capacities is there and whatever you are using, okay, on bill will be there on whatever resources you are using, guys. You are using 50 GB, you have to pay only for that 50 GB only. You will not be paying more over here. Okay, right now if you see on the economic side, it gives you lower cost, guys. Okay, so compared to AWS, compared to Google Cloud, and compared to any other clouds, Azure will be giving you the lowest cost in terms of servers, guys. Okay, if you take any server, okay, on AWS or on Google Cloud or any other clouds, if you see, they will be giving you that server for $100, but micro Azure will be giving you the same server with around $50 only. There is a huge cost difference between other clouds and these clouds, but don't think that they are compromising at security. Highly secure environment. Azure gives you the same server, Azure gives you same features, and Azure gives you more same security, but it will give you with lesser cost. Okay, why it is able to give you with lesser cost, guys? Because Azure Azure is a product of which company, guys? Azure is a product of Microsoft, guys. Azure is a product of Microsoft. Okay, and you know that Microsoft is right now the world's richest company. Okay, I no need to say this thing, all of you know that Microsoft is the world's richest company, right? And if you see onto the Microsoft, right, so whenever you are learning some, okay, technology or the tools, guys, you have to pick up a tool which is very much from a bigger company. So Azure is right now from the Microsoft platform, and Microsoft is right now the world's richest company. You have to select a tool which is being there from a biggest company, guys. Now the Azure which you are seeing over here, it would be leading in the market for the next 20 to 25 years, guys. Okay, because it is giving a backup from Microsoft, and Microsoft is able to give you that servers for lesser cost because it is already the richest company. If they are getting the less profit also, there is no problem for them. They are getting less profit from one server, but they will distribute these servers to thousands of companies. So their strategy is to give it for lesser price but give it to more number of customers, so their profit margin will be more. Okay, they are selling it for lesser price. Okay, no doubt they are selling it for lesser price, but they are selling it to more number of customers. That is the reason why Azure is trending so much in the market. Okay, that is the reason why Azure is trending so much in the market, guys. Why it is trending so much in the market? Because they are giving it for lesser cost, but they are giving it for thousands of companies, and the thousands of companies will be added to lakhs of companies in the next couple of months only. Okay, so how it is able to give for lesser cost? Because it is a product of Microsoft, guys, and Microsoft gives it for you for the lesser cost, but it sells to more number of companies, right? And it has a backing of Microsoft over here, and that product will be surviving very much longer in the market. So Azure will be there in the market for the next 20 years. I'm telling the minimum number. Obviously it will be running for more than that number also, right? So when you are having all these benefits over here, okay, especially when you are, okay, handling the cloud and managing the cloud, So with these benefits, guys, you will not be using any legacy setup. If companies want to use the infrastructure like this, okay, so this is our legacy setup, right? So they are using cloud now, okay, because you are getting more speed, more scale. Even though it is giving you more features, it is charging you less. In terms of costing, it will be less, guys. Okay, so if you are running this legacy infrastructure, if you're running your data centers like this, you will be paying more, and companies doesn't want to pay more, they want to pay less and they want to get more profit, right? So that is the reason they are again moving to cloud. Obviously you are getting more speed, more benefits, more advantages, more security, even then you are paying lesser cost compared to the older method, right? Now if I come to Azure services over here, guys, whenever you see the term services over here, understand it as a facilities. Okay, so we have some Azure facilities which is provided from our Azure side, guys. So Azure gives you some facilities, and what kind of facilities it gives you, guys? It gives you compute facility, it gives you data services facility, and it gives you network facility. Okay, so what is compute over here? Compute is nothing but servers, guys. Azure gives you some servers. Okay, whatever maybe the configuration you want, guys, 100 GB server or 200 GB server or 500 GB server. So whatever server you need, Azure will give you that server to you. Azure will provide that server to you. And if you need databases, if you need storages, if you need hard disk, if you need, okay, any storage SSDs, it will be providing you over here in data services. Okay, so it gives you servers, it gives you storage, and it gives you network also, right? And if I want, okay, let me show you that how big the Azure network is. Okay, I'll show you a sample Azure network over here, right? If you see this section, guys, you will come to know that how bigger the Azure network is, guys. Okay, we have the Azure data center on almost all the countries over here, guys. Okay, in US we have a Azure data center, in London we have Azure data center, in Australia we have Azure data center, in India also we have Azure data center. And how they are connecting to these data centers, they have laid their own cables underneath the sea, guys. They have laid their own cables. Actually, they are not taking it from any other company, they are laying their own cables. It is Microsoft, and because Microsoft is capable of laying their own cables, right? Because they are spending billions of dollars, guys. No other company will spend this much money. No other company will spend this much money, guys. So to just establish the network communication, they have laid the cables underneath the ocean over here, guys. From one country to another country, they have laid the ocean. Okay, if I give you a small example, when we take internet for our house, okay, we take internet for our house and we give the connection from one house to another house. Okay, if you are purchasing small 4 or 5 meter cable, you will be spending 500 to 600 rupees, right? Normal internet cable, right? Over here they are using high fiber optic cable, and they are not giving it for 5 to 6 meters, they are laying this for millions of kilometers, guys. They are connecting it from one continent to another continent over here. So you can imagine how big the network is over here, right? We are running huge servers, and to manage that huge servers, we are having huge networks over here. Okay, and maintaining and running this is not a small task, guys. It is because of Microsoft. Okay, you have a maintenance of a huge cost over here. See, this is how they are maintaining over here like this. Okay, maintaining these cables underneath the water is not a lesser cost, guys. It's a huge cost for them. It is capable of Microsoft because Microsoft is spending billions of dollars for maintaining and managing this network for us, right? And if you're thinking that this is the latest thing which they have did, they are actually laying this cable since 7 years now, guys. So since about before 10 years only, they have started planning for the cloud. Okay, so that is what the Microsoft has planned for us. Okay, it's almost at 10 years ago they have started for planning for the cloud, they have started working on this project, and now the complete network is ready and we are using this network for us. Okay, why Azure has laid so much big network? Because it is wanting to use it for us, guys. We have to use this network. You have to use this network and you have to connect to US data center. or UK data center or Australia data center. So you will be connecting to these many data centers, and they have laid these cables. It's not a small job, guys. It took many years for them to establish this network, and every year they are spending billions of dollars. And not only spending money, getting permission from each and every country is again a big task over here, guys. This is possible because of Microsoft, because it's already a brand. Every company would be going for asking permissions, but Microsoft is already a international brand. So every country, they want to have the data center of Microsoft in their country, right? That is how the big the company is, and that is how the big Azure they have created over here, guys. Azure is not at all a small thing, guys. It is spent with the billions of dollars, and it is spread across each and every country, guys, across the world. Okay, so the tool which you are running, it's itself is a big technology, guys, over here, right? So now from the Azure we came to an understanding that whatever servers which you have to run, okay, over here you see servers, storage, network, data center, database, everything whatever you are running over here, the entire thing will be taken care by Azure over here, guys. You can not only run your servers or setups or any storages, you can not only run, these are very small things what Azure can do, guys. Okay, these are very small things what Azure can do. Azure is capable of running an entire company over here onto this portal, guys. Okay, if you see this Azure portal, right, this is our Azure portal, and going forward I'll show you guys how to create an account on Azure portal as well. Okay, so the Azure portal which you see over here, this Azure portal, it looks very simple, right? They have designed it very simple, but this particular simple portal is very powerful portal over here, guys. So this portal is capable of running an entire company. It can run a company as big as YouTube also, guys. You can not only simply run some small servers or databases, it is capable of running entire company over here, guys. So Azure, okay, is a very big platform over here for us, guys, right? Now, okay, so now you know that for running servers, database, for these things you need server, and for this we need Azure over here, and we are using Azure for managing and maintaining all these services. All these facilities are given by Azure. Then where is DevOps coming into picture? Okay, what is DevOps over here? Okay, so let me tell you one thing clearly, that Azure is a different tool and DevOps is a different side. Okay, Azure is where you are getting your servers, you are getting your security, you are getting your network, you are getting your storage, all those components you are getting it from Azure. Then where is DevOps coming into picture? What is DevOps for us? How Azure and DevOps are coming together? Okay, so to understand that, first we have to understand what is DevOps, guys. Okay, and DevOps is nothing but, it's the name DevOps came from two different team names, guys, actually. So we have development team and we have operations team, right? So combining and taking these two letters, from development team we have taken the word dev, and from operations team we have taken the word OPS. Okay, so combining these two things, we are having dev plus ops is DevOps. Okay, and developers only, don't think that they are only developers only, guys. Okay, testers are also part of this. So our developers and our testers are part of this, guys. Okay, so when we are saying developers plus testers are in the team over here, right? So good. So when you see the two teams are coming together, right, and they are working together, now what are the advantages that which we are getting with DevOps? So why we have to switch to DevOps? Okay, so to understand this, let me tell you a small example, guys, and let me tell you that you people are already using DevOps in your daily life. In your daily life, you people are using DevOps. Every day you people are using DevOps. Okay, how I will tell you. Okay, if you, okay, see that why we need DevOps. Okay, so every one of us are using smartphones now, right? And most of us are using, okay, Android mobiles, and some of us are using iOS devices, right? And when you see on Android devices, you will have Play Store, and on iOS devices, on Apple devices, you will have iOS, right? where you will be having App Store. So using Play Store and App Store, what you people are doing, guys? You people are downloading the mobile apps, right? Okay, we are downloading our mobile apps, and you are downloading Flipkart, YouTube, okay, Uber, Ola, all these apps you are downloading and you people are using it, right? And WhatsApp is also there. Okay, you people are regularly using WhatsApp, right? So if you observe one thing, guys, when you are using Play Store and App Store and when you are downloading WhatsApp, okay, every 10 to 15 days WhatsApp will give you an update, guys, right? Every 10 to 15 days WhatsApp will give you one update. What you will do, you will again download it, you will again install it, and again you will use it, right? Again 10 to 15 days WhatsApp will give you one update, again you will download it, install it, again you will use it, right? So for every update which you are downloading, okay, so every update which you are downloading over here, with an every update you are getting one new feature, guys. Actually, why you are downloading every update? Because with every update you are getting one new feature, right? So before in WhatsApp we did not have group calling support, now it is there. Before in WhatsApp we didn't have PDF reading support, now it is there. So slowly what is WhatsApp doing? WhatsApp is slowly improving their application, they are slowly giving the updates over here, right? One by one they are giving the updates, and we are downloading that updates and we are using it, right? Very good. Now for the same updates which you are getting, guys, if I tell you to wait for 3 months, will you wait for that update for 3 months? If I tell you to wait for 6 months for one update, will you wait for 6 months for that one update? Right? Obviously we will not wait now, right? So before DevOps came into picture, for the older processes, guys, we used to have waterfall model, we used to have SDLC models. In those models, we used to wait for about 3 to 6 months. In worst cases, we used to wait for 1 year also for one update. For one feature, we used to wait for 1 year to 6 months for one feature, guys, in older methods. Now with DevOps, what is happening, with DevOps, our development team and our operations team, they have came together over here. So the gap between the teams have been reduced over here, and regularly we are doing the updates. Okay, what is the DevOps rule? The first DevOps rule is to give regular updates to our customers. We have to give regular updates in our Play Store and App Store. Okay, so if you have a cycle of about 10 days, every 10 days you have to give an update. The update should be smaller. Again, the second DevOps rule is whatever update you are sending to your Play Store and App Store, that update have to be in smaller in size. You should not send huge update. You should never send a huge update over here, because what is the problem with huge update? Your app will become unstable, right? Stability will not be there. So to manage the stability and to manage the efficiency, you have to give smaller updates. You give smaller updates, but you have to give regular updates. So what will happen, that smaller updates which you are giving in 1 year, that will become altogether a very big update for them, guys. It will become a very big update, right? So in a year you are not updating one time, so don't give bigger updates, give smaller updates. So with smaller updates your app will be more stable, guys. It will have more stability, the working functionality will be much better if you are releasing smaller updates over here. And that smaller updates have to be given to you in a regular cycle over here. Every 10 to 15 days you deploy, they will test it, again you will use it, you will install, you will use it, and again they will test it. So this cycle is going on. Every 10 days they are down giving the update, you people are downloading, using it, testing it, again they are giving one update, again you people are downloading it, using it. So regular updates is the first DevOps rule. They no need to wait for 3 months or 6 months like older setup. Okay, and more stability to our app is given with this, more stability, right? So you people are already using DevOps, guys. So the process which you are installing and downloading and using your mobile apps, this is because of DevOps model only, guys. Because of the DevOps model, we are getting new features very fast in the market. So that is the one of the major reason that why every company, they want to move it to DevOps side. They want to develop their website using DevOps model. They want to develop their mobile app using DevOps model. They want to develop their product using DevOps model. So with DevOps model, what is the advantage they are getting? They are releasing the faster updates over here. your teams are working together. So with this process, if you are following the DevOps rules and the DevOps principles, you will be giving a much better stable product to your customers, right? So that is what DevOps is doing, you guys. Okay, so DevOps is not a software itself, guys. Okay, again I'm telling this thing, DevOps is not a software over here, guys. Okay, DevOps is a procedure, DevOps is a method. Okay, DevOps is the way you are doing the things. DevOps is set of rules. Using this procedure you will develop your software. Okay, so DevOps is bigger than software actually. Using DevOps you are building your softwares. Using DevOps process you are setting up your things. Using DevOps process you are creating all the setups, right? And these many advantages are there which are majorly used by companies. So that is the reason why every company they want to move to the DevOps side. Okay, so if someone asks you that what is DevOps, DevOps is a process, guys. DevOps is a procedure. DevOps is a method. Using this process, you will develop your softwares. Using these methods, you will create your products. Whatever you are doing, implement a DevOps model. You will get a faster releases. You will get better products, and your teams will be working together as well, right? So for a better management and for the better efficiency, we are utilizing DevOps. And in the DevOps, okay, in DevOps, you will be learning the tools such as Kubernetes, Docker, Terraform, Azure pipelines, Jenkins pipelines, Git, Bitbucket, SonarQube, JFrog, Maven. All these are the DevOps tools, guys. Okay, using these DevOps tools, we are going for a faster delivery. Using these DevOps tools, we are managing everything in a continuous integration and a continuous delivery method. Okay, I hope you people have heard about the term CI/CD. So CI/CD is one of the major factors for DevOps for us, guys. Okay, CI/CD will help you to run your products or to manage your products in a much more efficient way. Continuously, we are developing, we are working on it, and we are delivering to our customers over here. Continuity is there. Okay, so continuous delivery and continuous deployment is what we are achieving with our DevOps model, right? So when you are having these many benefits, okay, which are the major reasons for us for moving to DevOps? Right now, okay, so now what is Azure is giving over here, guys? Azure is giving you the servers, Azure is giving you network, Azure is giving you security, Azure is giving you storage, and DevOps is giving you the procedure for managing all these tools and for utilizing all these tools and utilizing all your teams for coming all together. And when Azure and DevOps they are coming together, it's a deadly combination for technology, guys. It's a deadly combination for a technology because Azure makes everything to be faster. The DevOps principles and DevOps rules and DevOps procedure is to make everything quite faster in a continuous integrated, in a continuous deployment way. Coming to these two stuffs, when we are combining these two things, you will be having a very better product in the market, guys. Okay, so the product efficiency you see with these particular things, it would be delivered with a faster time, and it will be delivered with the super quality, and it will be delivered with high security over here, guys. Okay, so this is a deadly combination, and with Azure and DevOps, okay, the companies are adopting for these ones. And even though it is giving you so many features, guys, again I'm telling, with so many features, when you are getting these many benefits, still costing wise it is less only, guys. If you don't use DevOps model, you have to pay more, and you will not get these many features also. If you don't go for Azure, you have to pay more, and you will not get these many features also. But if you are going for Azure cloud, and if you are taking for the DevOps model, you will be paying less, but you will be getting more and more benefits for us, guys. More and more features, more security, more reliability will be there, especially from the Azure and the DevOps model. Right, so that is the reason why Azure DevOps is trending so much in the market, guys. These are the reasons. You people are practically using it. You people are day by day, you people are using it over here every day. So this is happening because of our Azure DevOps cycle, guys. Right, so whatever updates which you are getting onto your mobile devices, it is because of our DevOps model only. right? Okay, so now we are clear with what Azure and DevOps are doing over here, how they are coming up together, and they are making our product development, our software development, okay, our enterprise development to be efficiently running over here, right? Fine. Now, when you are having all these benefits and all, okay, your companies are moving to that, and we are getting a very good technology over here, guys. So Azure is not a tool, guys, it's a technology. You're learning a technology. Okay, so tool might be there for 2 or 3 years, but technology will be there up in the market for many years. Okay, so all together we are learning a technology over here, and every day, okay, we'll be working morely onto the practical side only, guys. Today I've shown you the, okay, pictorial view or the diagrammatical view. From tomorrow's session we'll be actually creating the servers onto our Azure platform, guys. I'll show you guys how to create a sample server onto our Azure cloud platform. Okay, so the platform which you see over here, this is our Azure platform, right? So on this portal, I will show you guys how to create a simple virtual machine over here. Okay, so you can see over here, it is telling you that to create a Linux machines or to create Windows machines, we have to go for Azure Virtual Machines portal. So this is a portal where we will be creating our servers. You see this portal to be very simple and very, okay, neat and clean, right? But this is a very powerful portal, guys. Okay, how much cost saving you are doing over here? Around 72 to 80% cost you are saving, guys, by using Azure servers, by using Azure virtual machines. Okay, so tomorrow I'll be showing you guys how to create an Azure account, and then after showing you guys how to create an Azure account, then I will be going forward for creating a simple machine on this Azure platform, guys. Okay, I'll not create a huge server. I will start with a small basic thing. I will create the laptop for you guys in the virtual machines. I will create a simple laptop on our Azure portal, guys. As you people are using laptops, right? That basic laptop I will be creating on Azure, guys. And you people know that in the next upcoming next 4 to 5 years, we will be using our laptops also in the cloud only, guys. You people will not be purchasing laptops physically. You will not be taking laptops from Dell or Lenovo or these things. You will be using the laptops from cloud platform. In the cloud you will be running your laptops, and we'll be using Azure cloud and Azure cloud portals for running your laptops or running any machine, guys. We'll be using the Azure portal. Okay, now, okay, so one more thing, every day we'll be having our session from morning 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, guys, and all these sessions that which we are taking over here, it will be recorded. You will be getting the recording each and every day, and after 5 years again, if you want to see anything from the recording or any particular topic from the recording, you can see over here, guys. So these recordings will be available to you even after 5 years or 10 years, guys. It will be there for you forever, actually. It will be there in your G drives, and it will be available to you in your own Google accounts only, guys. Okay, so you can see the recordings, it will be there for you, right? And we will be having one WhatsApp group, guys, and in that WhatsApp group every day, okay, how we'll be doing our trainings is every day I will be doing one task over here, guys. I'll be showing you task. For example, tomorrow I'm creating a sample machine, right? I'll be creating this machine, okay, in a live class, okay, in a live environment. I'll be creating this machine. Again, I'll be giving you the task, and you people have to create the similar kind of a machine by the end of the day. Okay, if you are getting any doubts or if you are getting stuck at any point, you would be pinging me on that WhatsApp group. Sir, I'm stucking at this point, or I'm stucking at this particular step. Okay, sir, I'm unable to do this thing. You just post me the screenshot in the group, or you give me your questions in the group. I'll be sending you the solutions over there. Okay, I'll be giving you the solutions over there, that how to overcome that issue, how to bypass that issue. If you know one time that how to overcome that issue, next time if that issue comes, you will be doing it by yourself. This is the learning process, actually. This is the way how you have to know how to work on the Azure and DevOps side. Okay, so this is the way that how we'll be working over here, guys. Okay, so you will be doing it by hands-on on by yourself on your Azure accounts, because we'll be creating Azure accounts for each and every one. So you will be doing your task onto your Azure accounts, and you will be completing your tasks by yourself only, guys. Once you have started doing the things, you will be getting a lot of interest onto this subject, because it's a very interesting subject, guys. It's a very interesting subject, and it's a very high demand subject, guys. You'll be getting one of the highest salaries and pays onto the Azure cloud compared to any other technologies. Now today, if you search it on, okay, any portal, or if you go to Naukri and if you search, this is one of the highest paid technology now, guys, onto your set. Okay, if you just search for Azure, and if you see, okay, onto any side, Azure DevOps, you will be seeing that Azure has the more number of opportunities with one of the highest pay scales over here, guys. Right now, so we are learning a technology which is highly in demand, high with opportunities, and more in terms of pay scale over here, guys. Right now, okay, so we'll be learning in a way that you will be doing as a hands-on by yourself, guys, onto your accounts. Okay, we'll be learning in that way, we'll be doing the things in that way practically, guys. Morely it would be onto the practical side. Okay, so this is how our learning process is. Tomorrow for a project, if you want to do any task, you would be completing the task already over here in our sessions. It will not look new to you over there. You will be doing the same thing over there, and will be implementing the same thing over here as well. I'll be giving you the similar kind of task, because as a team lead, what kind of task I'm giving to my team, I'll be giving the similar kind of task over here, guys. You'll be having that company environment over here. Right, fine, guys. Okay, so if you are having any questions, guys, okay, please ask your questions. Okay, and then we'll be going for seeing one of the basic Linux commands for us. Okay, as I've told you guys in the class that we will be starting from Linux, we'll be going to Azure, we'll be going to Azure DevOps then. Okay, so that would be our flow. So we'll be going out for our basic Linux commands, which are very, very important for us, guys. Okay, you should be knowing the basic Linux stuff to be working onto the cloud side over here. Okay, so going forward, let me first show you guys that how to create your accounts onto your Azure platform, because you should be having your machines ready. Okay, so this account activation might take up to 12 hours for you guys. Okay, so we'll be creating the accounts, and once you have your accounts activated, you'll be practicing these commands. Okay, so how to create your free accounts onto your Azure platform is, first go to Google. Okay, so once you are onto your Google page, we have to go for Azure portal login. Okay, so this is our Microsoft Azure dashboard portal login, right? So we will be going to Azure portal login, and once we go to Azure portal login, the first link which you see over here, this is our Azure dashboard page, guys. Okay, so I'll be clicking on my first link over here. So this is our Azure dashboard page. Okay, so this is my Azure dashboard page on which I have to create my account. Okay, so if you already have an account, you will go for sign in. Okay, but as we don't have our accounts, we will be going for a free account. Okay, we have to create our free accounts, and these free accounts are completely free for you guys. Okay, so I will click on free account over there, and once you click on free account, okay, it will tell you some of the features actually. Okay, some of the popular services, which means some of the popular facilities. Okay, features, services is nothing but facilities, right? So it is giving you some facilities for up to 12 months. Okay, and some facilities are given to you only for 3 months only. Okay, those are some costly facilities. Okay, expensive facilities are there. So those expensive benefits are given only for 3 months for us. Okay, so within this 3 months of time, you have to utilize those expensive facilities. We'll be doing a hands-on that expensive facilities, because after 3 months you'll not have the option to again use those. Okay, no doubt you can create one more account. Okay, you have to give new email ID, and you have to give new credit card details. Okay, how to give that details and how you have to escape from getting billed, I'll tell you. Okay, so some of the facilities are up to 12 months, and entire facilities will not be for up to 12 months. Okay, so keep one thing in mind. Basically, this is for 3 months only, right? About 2 years ago, they used to give complete facilities for 1 year, complete with expensive facilities also. Now they have restricted it to 3 months only, and remaining facilities they are giving for 12 months. Maybe next 1 or 2 years, the free services will be removed actually. Okay, because to make the popular product in the market, they were giving it for free. Now it's already being trending in the market. They don't need to give it for free actually. Okay, so in the next 1 or 2 years, there will be no free Azure accounts actually. Okay, so utilize this time, get the most benefit out of it, and use your services when it is free right now. Okay, so you can see over here, it is clearly giving you 200 USDs as a Azure credit over here. Okay, this $200 is what you will be given with free credit. Okay, so once you create your free account, $200 will be given to you. You should be using whatever you are creating on the Azure portal. It will be deducted from this $200. So this $200 is our credit over here, is our money. So you can do anything within this 200 USDs over here. Okay, and this 200 USDs, how many days you have to use? Within 30 days only. Okay, if you don't use within these 30 days, the $200 which are there, it would be not be credited back again in the next month. It would be zero. Okay, it will not carry forward actually. Okay, so no carry forward option is there. Only in 30 days you have to use this $200. Okay, anyhow we will be using that completely, because we'll be doing a lot of server creations. Okay, container creation, so we'll be completely using this $200. Okay, so no worries regarding that. Now I will go for free creation. I'll be clicking on start it for free. Okay, so let it get created over here for free. Okay, right. So once I go for free account creation, okay, you can see that this account is already binded with my account, but I'll go for a use new account, because you guys will not be having any accounts over here, right? So when you click on next, it will ask you to sign in with your email ID. Okay, so if you already have an email ID, you can go for any email IDs. But what I suggest you guys to create email IDs on Microsoft portal. Okay, so Microsoft portal account creations. Okay, you have option over here for creating the account. Once you click on create an account, so this email ID will be created on Microsoft account. Okay, so you have @gmail.com for Google account, right? @yahoo.com for Yahoo account. This will come with @outlook.com. Okay, so Microsoft mail IDs will be coming with @outlook.com. So create Outlook mail IDs, guys. Okay, if you don't have, create Outlook mail IDs also, because that would be more beneficial for us. Right, so let me create an account over here. I'll give a random mail ID over here, such as my account. You people can give your name. Okay, for example, if I give Harish K Azure @outlook.com. Okay, so this will be your Microsoft account mail ID. Okay, so create your @outlook.com mail ID. Okay, and then you click on next. Okay, this is already taken. I'll give one more E. So this is also already taken. Let me add some number. Okay, it is saying it's not available. This one is also taken. Okay, or else I'll go for Hotmail, guys. Let me check it is available in Hotmail or not. Okay, I'll click on next. Okay, even for Hotmail also it's not being there. Okay, let me add a unique name or else. Okay, let me go with Krish Harish. Okay, 49. Let me check with this one, and this is available. Okay, so give something unique names. At the rate outlook.coms are mostly linked with our official office mail IDs. So most of the mails will be occupied over there, guys. Okay, because every companies they'll be having their official mail IDs with mostly with Outlook frame, outlook.com, right? So that is the reason it's mostly occupied. Okay, so go with any random email ID and let me assign a password. Password has to be secure over here, guys. You guys already know it has to be capital letters, small letters, special characters, and numbers, right? And then I'll be creating this mail ID. So again, click on next. Okay, so completely from step one we are seeing it. Okay, how to create our mail IDs. Okay, and then I'll click on next. It is selecting me to select the bread. Okay, this is the bread over here. Done. And this is the bread. Okay, over here we have over here. Okay, and then this one. Yes. Okay, now it has taken us to Azure sign up page, guys. So creating at the rate outlook.com mail ID is one segment, and creating your Azure accounts is the next step what you have to go forward for. Okay, now my mail ID has been created with Harish 49 is my mail ID at the rate outlook.com, and this is the profile which you will be having on your Azure account. Okay, so Azure account and Outlook account are two different things. Okay, so I've created my Outlook account now, and I'll be going for Azure account creation. So let me give a first name over here as Harish, and last name I'll give as Krish. Okay, give your phone number over here. Okay, phone number is mandatory to add over here. Okay, organization name you can give any random name such as my organization. Okay, and PAN card, don't enter any PAN card details. It is completely option for us. Okay, don't give any PAN card details over here. And when you are adding the address, give the address with your city names. Okay, don't give exact address. It's not required to give appropriate address over here. Okay, you will be giving something as, okay, Amirpet. Okay, add unique thing, something as, okay, City street. Okay, city I will write it as, okay, Hyderabad. State, give the state as Telangana. Okay, and I'll give a random pin code number. Okay, so agree. Okay, for all the ports. Okay, if you click on next, okay, so phone number is to be added over here. Let me give my random number. Okay, and then I'll be getting an OTP, and then let me verify with an OTP. So you guys follow the same procedure over here, guys. Okay, this is the procedure of creating our Azure account. Okay, there is no other procedures. This is a simple procedure for creating our accounts. Okay, then we'll be giving our OTP that which we have received on our phones. Yes, okay, and I'll verify the code. Right now, code has been verified over here. Number has been taken. Scroll down. I'll click on next. Okay, and next step is where you have to give your card details. Okay, now I have to enter my card details over here. Okay, now it is verifying all this information, and once it is verified, it would be going to the next screen over here. Okay, now it is asking me to enter the card details. Okay, so the first question you will have over here, sir, this is a free account, right? You can see over here it is telling you that it's a free account. Then why it is asking you the card details? Okay, actually just now as I told you, before, from around 2 to 3 years back, there was no need of adding any cards or any credit cards or any debit cards. Just with your mail ID, they used to give us the free services over here. Okay. Now, as the demand is increasing, they need to identify the people more. Okay. They don't want Azure to be used by same guy multiple times. Okay. So they are going for a card addition over here. Okay. So this is a layer of identification for us or for them also, right? So when you are giving your card details, you will be using your Azure accounts in a much more efficient way actually. Okay, there are less chances of misusing the Azure accounts actually. Okay, and for example, you are going for an Azure account, you are creating an Azure account, and if you create one machine or a server, from that machine, okay, if you try to log into some US server or London server or Australian server, and you will be doing some activities which are not to be done actually. In that cases, they'll be tracking you by this card information. Okay, so this card information is very important for them to identify us actually. Okay, because they are not sure that whatever email ID we have given, it's a valid mail ID or not. Anyone can create the mail IDs. It's just 10-minute task, right? So this card information is actually to identify us, okay, that we are the verified persons or not. Okay, so give your card details. Don't worry, this is a very secure Microsoft website. You see, you have a lock symbol over here. Your details will not be shared with anyone. Okay, so give your card details, and I recommend to go with credit card. Okay, because debit card verification will again take more 12 hours. If you are giving credit card, within 12 hours your account will be activated. If you are giving debit card, it will take 24 hours, and sometimes they might reject the debit card also. And don't use RuPay card. Only Visa and MasterCard are accepted. Okay, because Visa and MasterCard are internationally acclaimed cards. Okay, RuPay is only for our Indian region only. Okay, so don't use RuPay cards. Visa and MasterCard only should be entered. Go for credit cards over here. Okay, and one more thing, whatever card details you are entering over here, sir, after 2 or 3 months when bill is generated on Azure account, will they debit anything from my card? They'll not debit a single rupee also. When you are creating an account, it will debit 2 rupees. Okay, and they will give you back that 2 rupees within 12 hours only. Okay, they'll again refund you back that 2 rupees. Why they are debiting 2 rupees? To verify that you have entered a genuine card details or not. Okay, 2 rupees will be debited. Again within 12 hours, they will give you back that 2 rupees. Okay, and then from there onwards, no debit from your card, no debit from your account. They will not debit unless and until you pay. Okay, they are not going to debit anything from your card. Okay, so if you got any bill got generated on your Azure accounts, then what will happen is after 3 months they will suspend the account. Okay, they'll suspend the account after 3 months. So right now they are giving around 13,300 rupees of credit in Indian rupees. Okay, when we are doing our practice, as I know, mostly within 2 or 3 months you will complete this credit. You will completely utilize this credit the way we will practice going ahead, right? And once this 13,000 goes to zero, from there onwards your bill generation will start. Okay, 13,000 they are giving us already in our account. Once it goes to zero, from there onwards our bill generation will start. And once your bill generation started, every month they'll send you mails, okay, to pay the bills. They'll be seeing for 1 month, they'll wait for one more month, and the third month they'll deactivate the account, but don't pay the bill. Okay, if you are paying the bill, you are explicitly paying the bill. Don't worry at all, they are not going to debit anything from your account. Okay, let the account get deactivated. We can add one more mail ID, we can add one more card details, and we can create second account also. Okay, So go in that way, give your account details. After entering your card details, you will get the OTP. Enter the OTP and it will take 12 hours for your Azure account to get verified. Okay, fine. I hope all the charges, all the free account creation points are clear with you, right? So please create your accounts, utilize the benefit because the free accounts are for a limited time only, guys. Okay, don't lose that free credits right now. Okay, fine. Now, so going ahead, okay, with the next very important thing that we should know over here is, okay, we'll be learning today some of the basic and important Linux commands over here, guys, on the portal. Okay, so these Linux commands, okay, are very basic needs for us. You people already know how to operate, how to work on Windows. You people already know at least how to create folders, how to copy the folders, how to copy files, how to create the files. So those basic things you already know. But those who are unaware of Linux, on Linux also you should know, because when we are working on Azure, we'll be working parallelly on Windows and Linux also. Okay, so don't feel that Linux is complex. Linux is very easy, guys. Actually, Linux is very easy to work. Actually, I'll show you all the shortcuts, okay, that makes your working on Linux platform very easy. Actually, okay, right now, first going to my Linux machine. Okay, so once you have your accounts, okay, verified and created, you will be creating your machine. So I have a sample machine over here. Okay, so this is my Linux machine. Okay, so let me make my Linux machine ready. Okay, just a second. Okay, yes, guys. Now we see that our Linux machine is ready over here. Okay, now let us first learn, okay, how to create a folder on our Linux machine. Okay, then I'll slowly go ahead. So you normally you call a folder in your Windows machine actually. Okay, so folder is nothing but, okay, the where we store your files and data, right? So folder is actually called as directory in Linux. So folder is nothing but directory only. And directory is nothing but folder. In Windows, you create it by giving a right click and a new folder over here, right? That is the way you will be creating your folders over here. In Linux machine, we will be using mkdir command, guys. Mkdir, which stands for make directory. And you can give any name to your directories. For example, I'll give my name for my directory as Naveen. Naveen is my directory name, and directory is nothing but folder only. Okay, so folder is nothing but a directory. So I'll be first creating a directory over here with name Naveen. Okay, so I'll go back to my Linux machine and I'll give a name for my directory, and let me create a directory. I'll give mkdir, okay, which stands for make directory. Okay, and my directory name is Naveen over here. Naveen is my directory name. Okay, so if I give enter over here, you will see that directory got created. Okay, and to see that directory, you will give ll over here. Okay, if you give ll and enter, it will show you the directory over here. How will you see the list of directories? By giving ll. Okay, by giving ll, we'll see the list of directories over here. Okay, so the next command we'll be giving over here is ll. Okay, right now. Okay, so I've created one directory and I'm seeing the directory. Let me create one more directory also. I'll give mkdir. Okay, and I'll give my directory name as Krish over here and enter. So I've created one more directory, right? If you give ll and enter now, it will show you two directories. Okay, and it is showing you vertically. If you want to see this one horizontally, give ls and enter, it will show you horizontal. Okay, so vertical details LL and horizontal details LS. Okay, so that is the difference between LL and LS over here. LL will give you vertically and LS will give you horizontal. Okay, this way I'll write. Horizontal, I'll keep it in bracket. Okay, now after creating folder, guys, what I'll do is I'll create a file. Okay, in Windows, how will you create a file? Simple. You'll give a right click, you will go to Notepad or a text editor, okay, or a simple Notepad file. You will create your files. Okay, in Linux, how will I create the file? There are multiple commands for creating the files, guys. Okay, so the first and easy way for creating your file is with touch command. With touch command. Okay, so give touch command, say touch and write file1. Okay, and if I give enter, file will get created over here. Okay, you can see if I give ll and enter, my file is over here. Okay, file1 is there, Krish folder is there, and Naveen folder is also there. Okay, so touch space file1, one file got created. Okay, let me write the same command over here also, because it will be easier for you guys to take down these commands. Okay, I'll write it as touch space file1. Right, very good. Now if you want to create multiple files in a single go, so one file I'm using touch. Okay, if you want to create multiple files, again touch will help you. How? Write touch space file2, file3, file4, file5, and you can write the list of files. Okay, with touch command you can even create multiple files also, guys. Okay, and if you give enter, now file2 to file5, I've created these many files. Okay, if you give ll and check, from file1 to file5, I have 5 files, Krish folder and Naveen folder also. Okay, all these files and folders are there now. Okay, so let me write the command. Okay, so you can create one single file or you can create multiple files also, guys. Okay, so file2, file3, file4 and file5, I've created multiple files also. Okay, very good. Now there is a one more command for using your files. Okay, and that is a nano command, guys. Using nano command also you can create your files. Okay, and you can edit your files also using nano command. Okay, so one thing to be clear over here. Okay, let me tell you, touch command is only for creating the files, guys. Okay, in Windows machine what happens, whenever you create a file, it goes to editor mode. You can edit files, you can write something on your files, but with touch command only file will get created. You cannot write anything to this file. Okay, we cannot write anything onto this file, only file will get created. Okay, but with nano command, file will get created and it will go to editing mode also. It will go to editing mode also. You can write something on this file such as hello to all, good morning. Okay, so with nano command, file will get created and it will go to editing mode also. You can write some details onto your files. Both the things can be done. Okay, so touch will not take you to editing mode. It will only create the file. Okay, so be clear with that. So now I am using nano command for creating my file. Okay, and I will write it as nano file6. Okay, and you are writing your details. Right, very good. Now let me exit from this. Okay, and let me exit from this. Okay, right, very good. Now let me tell you one more command for creating the file, guys, and this is one of the important commands for creating your files. Okay, mostly you will use touch for creating the file and vim command for creating the files. So vim also works in the same way how nano works. File will get created and you will go to editing mode also. Okay, both the things will happen at the same time. So I'll create file 7 now, vim space file 7. Okay, and let me create a file 7 now. So if you give vim, the file will get created and you will go to editing mode also. Okay, and if you want to write anything onto this file, again you will say hello to all, good morning. Okay, and whatever details you want to write, you can write these details on this file. Okay, so touch command, nano command, and vim command. So vim command is mostly used, guys. Vim is mostly used. Okay, right. Okay, so these are the three major commands that which we have for creating the files. Okay, very good. Okay, and now one more thing, to save the vim file. Okay, to save a vim file, you have to press escape button and then shift colon. Let me write it over here, it would be clear for you. With vim command, when you guys are creating the files, I'm creating file 7 with vim command. Okay, to save this file, you have to press escape. Okay, shift to colon will be there beside l in the keyboard, guys. Beside l word there will be a colon, and then you have to type wq. wq stands for write and quit. Okay, so escape shift colon wq, you will save and you will exit from your vim file. Okay, so this is the procedure for saving this file. I will write wq. You see at the bottom I have written shift colon wq. After pressing escape only, you will come to this mode. Okay, now if you give enter, you will come back to your linux machine. So total 7 files. Okay, now if you want to read the file, okay, we have cat command, cat command, and give your file name, enter, it will read your file. I have written the same message inside my file, right? It is showing you the same message. I've written hello to all and good morning, right? It is showing you the same message. So cat file name, it will read the contents inside a file. Okay, in Windows, how will you read the content? You will double click on that file and you will read the contents. Right over here, cat file, cat. Yes. Yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you now. Okay. Now I have created the file. Okay, and for reading the file, we are using cat command. Okay, cat and my file name. Right. Now the next thing is how to create a file in a directory. Okay. So first of all, go inside a directory or nothing but folder. Okay. Right. In Windows, what you will do, guys, you will double click on that folder name and you will go inside a folder, right? We will double click on that folder and we'll go inside a folder. In Linux, how to go inside a folder? You have to use cd command. Cd stands for change directory. Okay, so cd is like double clicking on that folder. Okay, cd space, I want to create a file in Krish directory, right? Krish over here. Okay, then we will go inside that directory. Cd space directory name. Okay, if you give enter over here, it will show you over here that you are right now inside Krish folder or Krish directory. It will show you over there. Okay, now right now you can see you are inside Krish folder over here, and inside the Krish folder, first check how many files are there. You give ll over here, you can see no file is there inside my Krish folder. Okay, I have created all the files outside the Krish folder until now. Okay, right now I'm inside the Krish folder. You have double clicked on that folder, you went inside that folder, and inside Krish folder I don't have any files. Now let me create a file. You can use any command, touch, nano, or vim. Okay, so let me use touch for easy creation, file 10. Okay, give enter, file will get created inside Krish. Check now, file 10 is there. Okay, so go inside that directory, go inside that folder with cd command, and you will go inside that directory. Okay, so cd is the command for going inside a directory, guys. Okay, let me write these commands also. Let me keep this one in the box. Okay, right now let me write cd command. Okay, so cd krish I did. Okay, and after going inside the directory, I have created file 10 also. Okay, and then you have listed the file, and then you have seen, right? Very good. Now right now you are inside the directory, right? How to come outside the directory? In Windows machine, what you will do, there is a back option. On the left side there is a back option, you will come out of the directory, right? In Linux machine, cd space dot dot, this is the command to come outside of your directory. Okay, if we give cd space dot dot, we will come outside of our directory, guys. Okay, so to come outside of our directory, this is the command. Okay, we'll be giving cd space dot dot, and if you give enter over here, you will see that you will come outside of the directory. See, you are not inside Krish now. I'm outside of my directory, right? Very good. Okay, now let me show you guys one more very important thing. Now you people know how to create folder or a directory, how to create a file, how to read the file. Now let me tell you one more very important thing, how to install packages or softwares on Linux, guys. Okay, in Windows, what you will do, you will go to that installer file, you will double click on that file, installation will start. Okay, you will be installing all your softwares, right? You might install Java, Python, okay, or a PDF reader or MS Office. What you will do, double clicking on that file, it will start installing, right? In Linux, what we have to use for installing is, this is the command, guys, and the command is yum install. Okay, yum install is the command to install some packages or softwares in your Linux machine. Yum install is the command. Okay, so if you want to install Java over here, you will write Java, or if you want to install Python, you will write Python. If you want to install MySQL, you will write MySQL over here. Okay, or if you want to install some Apache softwares, you will write Apache over here. Okay, so whatever package or software which you want to install, yum install is the command. And if you are observing one thing or not, if you are seeing over here, I'm changing the package name, but am I changing yum install? No, yum install will remain constant over here. Yum install will not change. Whatever package you want to install, you have to give that package name. Only package name will be added over here. Yum install will not change. Okay, so yum install is the command to install over here. Okay, and let me show you what is htop. So before installing htop, okay, if I give htop over here, and if you give enter, it will not show you anything. It will tell you that command not found. Okay, now what I will do is I will install htop on this Linux machine, because htop is not there on this machine. Okay, so now you see what will happen. How to install, guys? What is the command? Yum space install space htop. Okay, and give -y, which means proceed to yes. I want to install this package. If you don't give y, during installation it will ask you to enter y, means yes. Okay, so this is the command to install htop. Okay, so I'll give enter over here, and you will see that htop installation has started. Okay, htop is getting installed now, and it got installed successfully. Very good. So now what I'll do is I will give htop as the command. Okay, and if you give enter over here, see what will happen. It will show you the complete CPU utilization of your Linux machine. Okay, that how many processes are running, what is the CPU utilization, how many tasks are running behind the scenes, okay, how many services are running. It will show you all the things with htop command, and that too in a colorful effect. Okay, in a colorful effect it will show you. And one more thing over here, Okay, over here you have the CPU utilizations, right? Very good. Okay, and this is one of the important things to know, guys. Okay, in Windows, what you will do to check this thing, you will go to your task manager. In your task manager, it will show you how many processes are running, how much CPU is running. Okay, what is the shortcut for task manager? You'll go for Control Alt Delete, and then you'll click on task manager, right? In Linux, you will click htop. Okay, and it will show you the task manager of Linux machine. Okay, so it is very important to check know how much CPU load is there. Okay, same thing you can view it from. Okay, now let me go back. Okay, so to exit from this, we have to press F10. Okay, and I will come back. Okay, now I'm back. Very good. Okay, now same thing you can check with top command also, guys. Without giving H, with top command also you can check the same thing. But now if you see the difference, if I give enter, it will not give you any colorful effect like H top. Okay, it will show you in a very simple way. Over here also it will show you that how many tasks are running. 105 tasks are running. Okay, it will show you the same details. Okay, but not in a much presentable way. Actually, htop will give you in a much more presentable way. Right now, very good. I'll come back. Okay, so I have installed htop, right? Yum install htop. Similarly, if you want one more package also, you can install. I will say yum space install space httpd and then -1. httpd is an Apache package, guys. Okay, it's an Apache package, Apache software package. Okay, so if you give enter over here, http will install. So you can install any packages. Yum install is the command. Okay, right, very good. Now let me show you some of the important shortcuts now, guys. Okay, fine. Okay, we have 4 arrows in our keyboard, right? Up arrow, down arrow, left arrow, and right arrow, right? Okay, if you want to see the previous command what you have entered, click on up arrow over here, guys. If you click on up arrow, it will show you the previous command. One more time, if you click on up arrow, previous to that command it will show. One more time, click on up arrow, previous to that command. If you see, I'm going backwards with my commands, right? So one more time, click on up arrow, it will show you one more previous command. So up arrow will take you to the previous command, see? And down arrow, you will go in the same reverse order, you will come back. Okay, so up arrow and down arrow are the shortcuts for us, guys. Okay, if you want to type any previous command which you have already typed, don't need to type it again. Give up arrow and down arrow. Okay, it will type it for you over here. Okay, so up arrow and down arrow are mostly used in Linux. Okay, so up arrow and down arrow. And if you want to see, okay, the history of commands which you have typed, history is only the command. If you type history, it will show you the list of commands which you have typed over here with an history command. Okay, so if I give enter over here, we have entered around 38 commands it is showing. Okay, but it's a simple commands only. Multiple times we have entered cat and nano and file, right? It is showing you the same thing. This is the history of command that which we have typed. Okay, right, very good. Now one more thing, let me show you. Okay, one more easier way of working with Linux, that is, okay, I'll give vim space. Okay, so there is one path, guide. Actually there are multiple folders inside folders actually. Okay, so what I'll do over here is just see slash var slash www and slash html. I'm typing this thing, right? I'm entering this thing. You no need to enter commands actually over here in Linux. How I'll tell you the shortcut. So type slash va and click on tab button. There is a tab button on our keyboard, right? Above caps lock button, there is a tab button, right? Click on tab, it will take the remaining command. I'll just click on tab over here. You see, it will take the remaining command for me now. I'm not typing anything. Okay, I'll type W over here. just one W, and click on tab, it will take the remaining command. I'll type H, and if you press tab, it will take the remaining command. So if you have any lengthy commands to give on Linux, just tab a single character of that, it will take the remaining command for you. Okay, it will take the remaining command for us. Okay, if you want to know the host name, I'll go with the tab method now. See, HOS. Okay, T it only gave. Okay, I'll press N, and if you press tab, okay, it will take the remaining command. AME I'm not typing. Okay, so go with tab command, guys. Tab command will help you to enter your commands in a much more easier way. Okay, so just starting, write at least one or two characters of your commands. Remaining command it will give you over here. Linux will only give you. Okay, so tab is the one more shortcut for us. Up arrow keys and down arrow keys are one more shortcut for us. And in your keyboard you will have more two buttons, that is home button and end button. Mostly in Windows we will not use it. Home button will be there. Home button and end button. Okay, if you click on home button, you will be on first point of your command. Okay, cursor will be at the first index on home button if you click on home button. Okay, and if you click on end button, you will be on the last character of your command, end button. Okay, so home button and end button, up arrow and down arrow, and tab button, guys, these are our shortcuts for Linux. It makes very comfortable and easy for you guys to work on Linux with these shortcuts, with these commands. Okay, no need to straight short at all. Okay, so if you give host name, it will give you the host name over here. This is the IP address of my machine. Okay, and if you want to know the complete IP address, okay, this is the command if config. In Windows you will give IP config. In Linux you will give if config. Okay, if config. In Windows you will give IP config. Okay, so if config will give you the complete IP address over here, guys. Okay, so this is the inet address, net mask is this. Okay, and this is the broadcasting address. In Windows, how will you see this? You will go to your network icon, you will give a right click, you will open the properties. Okay, and then you will see the IP address with subnet mask, with net mask, everything over here. If config is the command. That's simple. With if config, you will see all the IP details over here. Right now, okay, and one more last thing, guys. Okay, if you want to ping any IP, okay, to check your network is working fine or not, you will go with the ping command. Okay, we will go with the ping command, and 8.8.8.8, this is the IP address of your google.com. Okay, this is the IP address of our google.com, guys. Okay, so this IP address is reserved for Google. Okay, you will do a Google search, right? You will type google.com. The IP address of that is 8 series. Okay, so if you give enter over here, if it is working fine, it will give you back the response. Okay, and it is giving back me the response also over here. Okay, so the next is the ping command over here. Okay, yes, fine, guys. Okay, so now you guys know how to create our folders, how to create the files, how to install the packages, and how to ping, and very importantly is the shortcuts, guys. Okay, so try to use as much as shortcuts, okay, you can, because that will make your work easier onto your Linux side. So that is the reason I said working on Linux is very easy. Okay, previous commands you can easily get over here like this. Okay, tab button will help you to give the commands. Okay, so these two things is majorly used by your Linux guys. Okay, you also start using that, it will be very easy for you to go ahead with Linux. Okay, and please create your accounts. Okay, your accounts creation is mandatory, because you need to be practicing, you need to be doing a hands-on. on your accounts only, guys. Okay, on your accounts you have to be practicing all those things. Okay, so this thing you can practice on an online editor. Okay, you have online editors, you can write online Linux editors. You will get the okay online portals for practicing your commands. Okay, you can practice your commands, all the Linux commands over here on the shell also. Okay, like this. Okay, so just practice your commands on your online editors. Okay, you will be getting the commands from over here, but create your Azure account. Tomorrow it has to get activated. Okay, because we'll be creating machines and then we'll be going forward from there. Okay, so practice this. Okay, basic commands, guys, initially. Okay, fine, then I'll be saving the share for the today's class. So today we'll be discussing about very important thing over here. We'll be first creating our first machine onto our Azure cloud over here, guys. Okay, so this will be your first task when you enter a company in your project or in your company. This will be your first task, guys, where you will be creating a server, a machine. Okay, or consider that you are creating a laptop only, right? Let us keep it very simple. So we are going to create a machine, a laptop onto a Azure cloud. Okay, the first task, okay, of your project, right? Now, so let me just first, okay, open a paint diagram. Okay, so parallelly I'll be writing all the steps over here in the diagram as well. Okay, right. Okay, so my today's task will be for creating a machine on cloud. Okay, so let me just increase the font. Okay, so we are creating a Windows machine on Azure, guys. Okay, so this Windows machine is nothing but it would be similar to your laptop only, guys. So how you people are using your laptop, we'll be creating our laptop on the cloud. But okay, so that is one of the major reasons why we are using Azure actually. Okay, so once I create the machine, once I log into the machine, you will have a much more clear picture that why we are using our Azure services over here. Nothing but Azure facilities, right? Now, so for creating this machine, okay, what are the things we require over here? Okay, we'll be going through the things step by step. Okay, so those things are nothing but my machine configuration only. Okay, suppose this is your machine which you are creating over here. Okay, so for creating your machine, what are the configurations I required? Okay, so the first thing would be what machine you need. You need a Windows machine, right? Okay, we'll be selecting Windows as our operating system, right? And for running this machine, what are the other things I need? Okay, I'll give you two major things over here. One is RAM and the other is hard disk, right? So when you are having using your laptop, how will you calculate its configuration? Using its RAM and hard disk only, majorly, right? So here also, when I'm creating the machine, okay, I'm defining the RAM and hard disk, right? And I'll be selecting a Windows operating system for today's class. Okay, tomorrow we'll be going for Linux and we'll be creating a Linux machines. Today I'll be going for a Windows machine where I'll be creating a Windows machine with an operating system. Okay, right, now let us go through the steps. Okay, what are the steps are there for creating your Windows machine onto Azure, guys? So these will be my steps. Okay, I'll be writing all the important steps over here, mandatory steps which are required for you to run for creating a machine. Okay, so let us go through that steps, and once we are going through that steps, we'll see what are its configurations. Okay, so I will go back to my Azure dashboard. So if you once you create your free account, okay, you will go on to this page, guys, over here onto the Azure cloud. Okay, I hope your Azure accounts are activated because 12 hours it will take. Okay, so in the last session we have seen how to create your accounts. Okay, so once your accounts are activated, you will go on to this page over here on Azure cloud. Okay, so once you go on to this page, for creating any machine, for creating any server, okay, or for creating an instance, you have to go to virtual machine. Okay, What is the meaning of virtual machine? Virtual machine means machine which is not running physically in front of you. Okay, its hardware is not present physically in front of you. Okay, this machine could be running in US, UK, Australia, Singapore, any part of the world, but it is available to you virtually. Okay, you know the meaning of virtual meeting means he is physically not available with you, right? So virtual machine over here means physically this machine is not available with us. This laptop is available with me physically, okay, but that is a virtual machine which is physically not available with me, but it is running somewhere at the other part of the world. Okay, somewhere or the other it is running, but okay, I am connecting to it virtually, right? So over here we'll be having our virtual machines. So for creating the machines or servers on Azure, we have to go to virtual machines. Okay, so I'll click on virtual machines, and right now you can see that I don't have any virtual machine running over here. You can see say no virtual machines to display. Right now I'm not running any machine over here because I have not created any machine. Right now the dashboard is blank. No machine is running, zero machines. Okay, now how to create a machine? There is a create option over here. See, okay, so click on create and go for Azure virtual machine. I want to create an Azure virtual machine, right? So for other machines, we'll be seeing the later part. So first, I'll be creating a simple virtual machine. Okay, so once I click on Azure virtual machine, the steps will populate over here, guys. Okay, the basics which you see, the basic steps which you are seeing over here, these are very important for us. Okay, kind of a mandatory steps, right? And when you are creating any machine, you have to select your subscriptions over here, guys. So what is our subscription? We are under free trial only. We are not under any company's account where company is paying for us. Okay, we are under a free trial resource only. Okay, so under a free trial, I have any name you can give, guys. I have given a name as Flipkart. You can give any name, Snapdeal, okay, or HDFC, ICICI, any name you can give, or you can give your name also. Okay, right. So whatever hashtags which you are seeing with a red star over here are mandatory fields. Okay, these are mandatory fields for us, right? So once you are selecting your resource, okay, let us start with our okay, instance name, guys, or you can say virtual machine name. Okay, I'll write the steps over here. Okay, so as step number 1, okay, you have to select your VM name. Okay, whenever I say VM, it's a virtual machine. Okay, so the first step I'll be giving over here is my VM name. Okay, I can give any name to my VM. Okay, I can call my VM as Windows machine because I'm creating a Windows machine, or you can give a name as Flipkart if it is running for Flipkart project. Okay, so you can give any name. So let me give the name for this machine as Rajesh. If Rajesh is creating this machine, he'll give the name as Rajesh over here, right? Good. Now, okay. So now you can ask me, sir, is it important to give a name? Okay, I'll tell you the benefit of giving a name to your machine. Suppose there are 80 machines running on your Azure dashboard, guys. Over here, suppose there are 80 machines which are running. Okay, how will you identify your machine? With your VM name on. Okay, so it is easy to identify and it is easy to filter. You can directly go to your machine. You can directly trace out your server. Out of 80 servers, you can easily pick your server over here, right? So you can give any name to your virtual machine. I'll be giving the name as Rajesh so that it would be more easier for you guys to understand that you can give any name to your server. Okay, right, now going back, let me give a virtual machine name over here. I'll call the name as Rajesh over here. Rajesh is my virtual machine name. Okay, right, very good. So once you give the name, the next important feature for us is region over here, guys. Region. Okay, so I'll give a step number 2 as for region over here. It is very, very important, guys. Region. Okay, so you know under Azure how many regions are working over here? When I told you in the initial class, that Azure has data centers almost in any every other country, right? And how we are connecting to it through cables which are there underneath the water, right? So if you see over here that how many regions are there, just see the check the list. You are having 5 regions in US country itself only. You can see US East, US West, US South, US North. So in this way they will divide. Okay. In that particular country, if they are having more data centers, East, West, North, South. Okay. Consider it's in US region only. Okay. Now you have US region, Asia region, Europe region, Africa region, Canada is there, Europe is there, in the Middle East is there, and the list will go on like this. Okay, so you can create your machines in any part of these regions only, guys. Okay, in any of these regions you can create your machine, and you know what is the benefit? Steps are same. Steps are same. In any region you are creating your machines, steps will not change. Standard steps, okay, which you have to follow. That is one more benefit for us. Okay, because steps are same, we can create it in any part of the world over here, right? So now, okay, so let me create this machine. Okay, so we have few regions which are available for us under our free trial versions. If you are paying in your paid versions, all the regions you are eligible before, but for free trial versions we have some of the regions which are free. US East, US West, okay, Asia is there, okay, West Europe is there, US Central is there. Okay, so like this you have some free tier regions over here, guys. Okay, so you have to select from your free tier regions only. So I've selected Southeast Asia. So our data center will be near to Singapore. In between Singapore and Australia, our data center will be. Okay, right. So I've selected the region over here, which is very, very important. Okay, and the next important star mark has been given to image over here. Image. Okay, now let me come to image also. So let me write the next step over here. So region I have selected Southeast Asia or Asia South also I can. Okay, right, now going to the next step, step number 3. And one more thing, as I told you that this is a virtual machine, right? Which means physically it is not available with you. So where it is running? It is running in South Asia. Simple. Okay, in which region it is running? In South Asia. Okay, we are running this machine under South Asia, right? Very good. Now the next step for us over here is image, guys. Okay, for understanding this image, let me tell you that image over here is nothing but operating system. They call it as image in cloud terminology. Actually, in simple terminology we call it as operating system. You can select your operating system. Okay, you can select whichever operating system you want it to get created. You can select that operating system. Okay, so if you see the list of operating systems, guys, you will have a lot of list of operating systems over here. See, Windows is there, Red Hat Linux is there, Windows Server is there, Ubuntu is there, SUSE is there, Fedora, Oracle, Debian, CentOS, all are the list of operating systems which are provided to you by Azure only. Okay, and one more benefit which you will get out of this is all these operating systems are licensed and trademarked, guys. You no need to purchase separate license for them. Okay, you no need to purchase any additional licenses for this. All the licenses are already purchased by Azure. So Azure has already purchased from Red Hat, it has already purchased from CentOS, it has already purchased from Ubuntu, and it is providing it to you. Okay, so you can use this under your free tier licenses. Under a free tier account also we can use these licenses. Okay, so for today's class, what machine I'll be going to creating a Windows machine. Okay, so I'll select a Windows as my machine operating system over here, guys. Okay, Windows is my machine's operating system, right? So likewise, when we go for the next sessions, I will be selecting Linux, I'll be selecting Ubuntu, I'll be selecting some other OSs also. For today's class, I'll be selecting Windows. Okay, and this Windows operating system is eligible under my free tier account, right? Very good. Now after selecting your image, we have to select size also, guys. So the next step, we have to select size. Okay, so my image over here is Windows, which is nothing but my operating system is Windows over here. Okay, right. Now in the next step, step number 4, okay, we have to select our size over here, guys. So the size over here is nothing but it's a RAM size, guys. So let me keep it clear. Okay, it is calling it as a size. Okay, it is calling it as a size. So this size is nothing but a RAM size over here for us. Okay, so we have to select our RAM size. Okay, so what happens in Azure is RAM size is actually given under your family types, guys. So B1, C1, D1, E1, F, G, H, like that it will go. Okay, so you have to check for under free tab. This is my eligible size over here, guys. D series. So under D series, how much RAM I'm getting, guys? 8 GB. Okay, so 8 GB is more than enough for me. Okay, 8 GB is not at all a less RAM for us, right? 8 GB is a decent amount of RAM size that we are getting over here, right? So I'll be going with 8 GB, and if I run this machine continuously for 30 days, how much bill I will be getting? 7,415. Okay, so this 7,415, if you run it 24/7 in your account, so when you are creating the account, you will get 13,000 rupees as a credit. So that 7,000 will get deducted from that 13,000. Okay, so whatever free credits you are getting, this amount will be debited from that free credits one. Okay, so don't think that you will be need to paying for this. Under your free credits, this will get reduced. Okay, so after creating your machines, don't forget to delete your machines. If you sign out, machine will still be running in your account only, right? So it would be consuming the free credits. If you don't delete the machine before signing out, it will still be running, right? So per hour you will be getting a bill. Okay, so 7,400 for per month means it's around 750 hours. If you run anything 30 days, 30 days into 24 hours is nearly to 750 hours. Okay, so for 750 hours, this is the cost, means per hour you can easily get the value. So anyhow, don't run it ideally. After doing your practice sessions, delete your machines. Okay, that's the best practice to do, right? Now if I see the size, okay, I have taken 8 GB as my RAM size. Okay, so let me write over here that I'm going with a RAM size of about 8 GB. 8 GB is my RAM size. Right, very good. Now going to the next step, guys. Okay, the next is very important step where I have to give the username and password. See guys, not only to this virtual machine, okay, for any machine you want to log in, for any machine, for whichever machine you want to log in, guys, you need two things. What are those two things? One is username and the other is password. Even for your laptops also you have set your username and password. Even for this machine also we have to set our username and password, right? So using our username and password, we will log into our machine, right? So username, you are the admin over here, guys. Okay, you have all the privileges over here. You can set anything as username and password. Okay, you have control, you have entire control over here on this segment. Okay, you can give anything as your username or anything as your password. Okay, give a bit more secure, right? So I'll give my username as Rajesh. Okay, I'll be giving Rajesh as a username, and I'll be giving a password over here. And whenever you are giving the password, you can set any password. It has to be minimum 12 characters. Okay, it has to be at least 12 characters, and you know that it has to be capital, small, okay, and special characters like this. It should consist of capital, small, special characters and numbers. Okay, and then you can use whatever password you want, guys. Okay, it has to be minimum 12 with capital, small, number and a special character. Okay, username will be Rajesh for me over here, right? So what I'll do is I'll go back to my Azure dashboard. So let me give my username over here. I'll call the username as Rajesh. Okay, and password, as it shows you that it has to be between 12 maximum. You can give up to 123 characters also. Very lengthy password. 100 characters, more than 100 characters also you can set, right? So usually we don't set that much, right? So now, okay, let me give my password over here. I'll give one capital, small, okay, and I'll give numbers also. Okay, so my 12-digit password with capital, smalls, and special characters. Okay, so let me set my password again. Okay, so capital, small, and numbers over here. So I have assigned username and password, guys. My username is Rajesh, and I have set the password also. I have met all these conditions. Okay, that it has to be 12 characters, so we should know this condition, guys. Okay, it's very important. Okay, so to log into this machine you need these things. Okay, so Rajesh is my username and this is my password, right? Very good. Now going to the next thing. Okay, so next step number 5 is very important for us, guys. Okay, I'll tell you what is this step over here is. Okay, so let me write step number 5, and step number 5 is regarding your inbound port. Okay, so what is inbound port? Let me tell you that when you are creating this machine, okay, and I'm creating this machine on which cloud? On Azure cloud, right? And whenever you create any machine on Azure cloud, Azure provides some security to this machine, right? For each and every machine, Azure will provide security to your machines. For each and every machine, guys, not only Windows, for Linux, Ubuntu, for every machine. Okay, it provides one security. So you can consider it as a security guard also. Okay, let us assume that there is one security guard for this machine. Okay, Azure has placed one security guard for this machine. Now what he will do, when you try to log in from your laptop to this machine, okay, for example, if this is your laptop, okay, and from your laptop when you try to log into this machine, okay, in this way, okay, the security guard who is there, right, he will not allow you to go inside that machine. He will stop you over there right away. Okay, because that is a job of a security guard, right? He'll not allow anybody to go inside this machine. If you have a security guard in front of your house, okay, he will allow anybody to go inside? No, right? He will not allow anybody to go inside. Then what you will do? You will tell your security guard the person who is coming inside is your friend. Then what he will do? Then he will allow that person inside. Okay, so what is the meaning of this? You have to tell your security guard. That is the condition. Over here also it's the same condition. I have to tell my security guard that the machine, the laptop through which I'm entering inside that machine, this is my friendly laptop. Okay, this is a known laptop. This is not an unknown laptop. Okay, so please allow me inside that machine. Okay, and how you will tell it technically? Okay, technically, whenever you are connecting from one Windows machine to another Windows machine, there is a protocol. Okay, and that protocol is RDP, guys. RDP, and RDP stands for Remote Desktop Protocol. Okay, and it's not a new protocol for us, guys. Since the day Windows is there, since the day Windows operating system has launched, it's almost 20 years now nearly. Since then we have RDP, guys. Every one of us in our laptop we have RDP. If you click on your search button and if you type RDP, it will come. So RDP is used to connect from one Windows machine to another Windows machine. So we have to tell our security guard to please allow RDP. Technically you have to tell him that please allow RDP. Okay, and in this way we will be telling over here, guys. So we will tell that please allow RDP, so that from your laptop you can log into this machine. Okay, and RDP works on port number 3389, guys. Okay, RDP works on port number 3389. This is my RDP port number. If you remember it, it will be very good. Okay, might be asked in interviews. So 3389, okay, is your RDP port number. You can see over here that inbound ports we are allowing which protocol? RDP protocol. Why I am allowing RDP? Because I have to log in from this laptop to that machine. If I don't tell my security guard, he will not allow me through RDP. When I'm connecting from this machine, I'm using RDP, so he will not allow me to use RDP. So we are specifically telling him, specially telling him to please allow RDP, which works on port number 3389. Okay, suppose you are having 1,000 doors to your house, guys. So from which door your friend is entering? From door number 3389. Okay, suppose you are having 10,000 doors to your house. From which door number RDP will enter? 3389. Okay, understand in that way. Okay, so 3389 port number and port name is RDP. Okay, so if you go back over here, you are seeing the same thing, that inbound port. Inbound means incoming traffic. What I'm allowing? RDP. Okay, so for this movement, RDP is enough. Okay, if you want some other ports also to be enabled, you can enable other ports also. Okay, so whichever port you will enable, only those ports only it will allow, guys. Okay, or else it will not allow. Okay, HTTP is there, HTTPS is there. Okay, some database connections also you have to allow in future sessions. Okay, then I'll show you how to allow some other connections also. Okay, you can allow whichever connection you want, but the condition is unless you tell your security guard, he will not allow it. So we have to tell our security guard, whenever you want to allow some connection, you have to go to your inbound port only. Okay, in real time, what happens generally, you will get tickets or issues related to connection. Okay, sir, page is not loading or some connection issue is there, where you will go the first troubleshooting step, where you have to go inbound port only. Okay, you have to go to inbound port only. First troubleshooting step, see in inbound port only. 50 to 60% of your problems will be resolved if you are checking your inbound port. Okay, it will be blocked by security group only. Okay, security, right? So what port we are allowing over here? RDP. Okay, so this port is used for all the Windows machine, guys. Whenever you are creating Windows machine, RDP should be allowed. Okay, right, so I've given these steps. RDP is allowed over here. Okay, so now let me click on next. Okay, and we will go to disk over here, guys. Disk is nothing but your hard disk. Okay, so we have selected our RAM, you have selected your username, you have selected your password, you have selected your region, inbound ports. Okay, now the next important step over here is for the hard disk. Okay, step number 6 is for your, you will call it as a disk over here. Okay, this disk is nothing but our hard disk, guys. Okay, so usually how many types of hard disk we have? HDD and SSD, right? That's correct. Over here also you can select either in SSD or HDD, that what type of hard disk you want. Okay, you can see SSDs are there. Premium SSD will be much faster than a normal SSD, and based upon your machine requirement, guys. If you want faster speed, go for premium SSD. A normal speed standard SSD. A bit slower, if you are okay with a bit slower, you can go for HDD also. Normal hard disk. HDD, SSD, and premium SSD. Okay, so I'll go for premium SSD over here, and premium SSD will give me around 130 GB of hard disk for this machine. Okay, starting size for premium SSD is 130 GB. Okay, so that will be more than enough for me, guys. Okay, so I'll be choosing my type over here as SSD, my hard disk type. Okay, right, very good. Okay, so now, so we have selected all the important things over here, guys. Okay, I've selected operating system, RAM size, hard disk size, username and password. Security also have given clearly, region also have given clearly. Okay, so rest of the things are not mandatory. Okay, all those are your advanced things which we'll be seeing later. So now if I click on review and create, it will check all the configuration that you have selected, guys. Okay, basically it will run a validation. Okay, means it is checking all the configuration which you have given is right or wrong. Okay, so we have given 8 GB RAM size. Okay, SSD as hard disk size, you have given username and password, region, everything you have selected. So it has checked all the configuration, and what is validation? Validation is passed. Okay, which means we have given all the configurations in the right way. Okay, now for creating this machine, I will click on create over here, guys. Okay, now I want to create my Windows machine. All the configuration you have selected. Now I want to create a Windows machine. Okay, I'll click on the create over here, and you will see creation will get started over here. Okay, it will start create a machine for me over here. You can see deployment has initiated, which means creation has started. Okay, whenever you see word deployment, means something is creating. Okay, something it is creating and pushing over here. Now you can see deployment is in progress, which means machine is getting created and creation is under progress. Okay, it will take 4 or 5 minutes for Windows machine to get created. Linux machine will get created a bit faster, 2 to 3 minutes for a Linux machine and 4 to 5 minutes for a Windows machine. Okay, so once this machine is created, we will log into this machine, guys. Okay, and you will see your first cloud machine, how your cloud machine will look like. Okay, so right now it is creating a machine for me. Let it get created. Okay, and these are the same steps, same method you have to follow in your real-time project, guys, or in your real-time work. If your manager tells you to create a machine, these are the same steps which you have to follow, guys. No different steps, these are the same steps onto your Azure dashboard. Okay, and the important steps over here are this. Okay, so 6 steps only are there, guys. 6 very important steps. Okay, if you want me to write, the 7th step is for clicking on create. Okay, so altogether there will be 7 steps. That will be a review only. Review is nothing but review and create. It will run a validation and it will create. Okay, so these are the steps, and the advantage is in whichever region, in whichever country you are creating, the steps will not change at all. Standard steps. Okay, for any region. Now you can see the deployment is under progress. Okay, let it get created over here. It will take couple of minutes of time. Okay, deployment is completed, guys. Okay, which means machine got created. So if you click on go to resource, okay, you will see your machine over here, guys. This is your Rajesh machine. Okay, this is your Rajesh machine, and it is telling us to wait for few more minutes. Okay, machine is still getting ready. Or if you click on home, where we have to go, guys, to check our virtual machines, we have to click on virtual machines, right? So if you click on virtual machines over here, before creating this machine, any machine was there? No machine was there, right? Now you can see your machine is there. What is my machine name? Rajesh. In which region it is running, guys? Southeast Asia. Okay, right now the status is running, and it's a Windows operating system machine. Okay, so all the details it will give you over here. If you want more details to see, click on your machine name. It will give you more details. Okay, this is your machine IP address. Azure will give this IP address. Okay, no need to worry. So this is a Windows operating system. Right now status is running. It is running in Southeast Asia, and if you see, these are the complete details over here, guys, of my machine. Okay, now, okay, let us wait for 2 more minutes, and then I will log into this machine. Okay, so the machine agent is getting ready. So once it is ready, we will log into this machine. Okay, Windows machine will take few more minutes. Actually, it's a normal behavior. Okay, now, okay, and what is the RAM size? 8 GB is our RAM size. Okay, it is giving us the same details over here. Very good. Okay, now for connecting this to this machine, I'll click on connect option over here, guys. So to log into this machine, there is a connect option. Click on that connect option. And what is my method of connecting, guys? RDP. Okay, because it's a Windows machine, we have to use RDP. I will click on RDP and you will see that this is my IP address. This is the RDP port. So download your RDP file, guys. You can also call it as your connection file. Okay, so that will be my connection file. I will download my connection file. It got downloaded over there. So click on your connection file. It will ask the username and password. If you want to connect to this machine, we have to enter our username and password. Okay, so let me enter. My username is Rajesh and let me give the password, okay, which I have given over here. Okay, now I will click on continue. Okay, and I will click on connect, and you can see right now it is connecting to my Windows machine which I have created, guys. This is the Windows machine which you have created in Azure, guys. What is my machine name? Rajesh, right? And now you see that how a cloud machine looks like. Okay, so you have heard it so many times: cloud machine, cloud server, cloud machine, cloud server, right? Now you will see that how actually a cloud machine looks like. Okay, with just 7 simple steps you have created your machine, right? Creation is very easy. Now once we log into this machine, okay, you can keep all these things as no need to get all the location. Okay, I'll click on accept. Okay, and machine is loading now. You see how it looks like. This is your Windows machine, guys. This is the machine which you have created on Azure. Okay, this is your cloud machine. This is how a cloud machine looks like. And let me tell you, the cloud machine is no different from your laptop. If people are already using your laptops, right? It's the same way how your cloud machine looks like. The only thing is cloud machine is more advanced, more faster, with better performance. Okay, your laptop might stop, but this machine will never stop, even for a second also. Okay, and if you see the configuration of this machine and the way you use this machine is exactly same how you use your laptop base. So don't feel that cloud machine is something different. It is very complex to use. It has a lot of steps to use. No, it's very simple. In terms of usage, it is very simple, but in terms of benefits, okay, it will be more advanced. Okay, it will be more advanced. Now you have this machine, okay, and you got around 130 GB plus hard disk. Okay, this is SSD hard disk, right? Very good. And you have your desktop, documents folder, everything is there, right? So you have created this machine, guys. At any step, did I pay a single rupee also to Azure? No, right? So who is funding this? Microsoft. It's a Microsoft product, right? Microsoft is giving you this machine for free of cost, guys. For free of cost. You can use this machine as your personal laptop. You can use this machine as your office laptop. Okay, it's not charging you anything over here. So that is why this is the best time for you people to utilize more benefits from Microsoft Azure. Right? First thing. Second thing, when you purchase your laptops, if the same laptop, if you want to purchase from Dell or Lenovo with this hard disk, more than 130 GB of size, okay, 8 GB of RAM, okay, this size, if you purchase it from Dell or Lenovo, you will spend at least 10,000 to 15,000 minimum charges. It will take around 10 to 15,000. This machine is free of cost. And if you want to take internet connectivity for your Dell laptop or your HP laptop, separate internet connectivity you have to take, right? Separate bill. Over here, internet is integrated with this machine, guys. No need to pay any separate charges for internet. Okay, you are no need to pay any separate charges for internet, guys. Okay, internet is integrated with this machine. You see, if you go to any page over here, your page will be loading over here. See, okay, if I go to Google and if I load Google, you will see Google will load over here. You see, okay, network connectivity is working. No separate charges for this also, guys. Okay, if I go to sampleyahoo.com, okay, you see right now this machine is in which region, guys? This machine is in Singapore, Southeast Asia. In which country? Singapore. So Singapore comes Southeast to Asia only, right? And if you see, you are going to Singapore Yahoo website. Why it is going to Singapore Yahoo website? Because it is in Singapore right now. Okay, I am in India, no doubt. I am operating this machine from India, but this machine, this server is in Singapore. So the pages, the network you see, it will come from Singapore only. Network will be given to you from Singapore only. If you create the machine in US, you will get the network from US only. You're sitting over here, you can create your machines in any part of the world. Whichever country's network you want, you can create your machine in that country. But how many steps you need to create that? Only these 7 steps. Either you create in US, Australia, London, in whichever part you create, you need that 7 steps only, and your machine will get created over here successfully. Okay, and if you think that Azure has created a laptop kind of a machine for you, this is just a small thing what Azure can do, guys. This is not even the 10% of what Azure can do. Okay, Azure is capable of not only creating your machines, it can create servers, it can create databases. Basically the dashboard looks very simple, right? So very powerful dashboard, guys. You can run entire company on this dashboard, not only one or two machines, not only few databases. You can run entire company on Azure, guys. If you have just one Azure with you, you can run entire company as big as YouTube, as big as Flipkart, as big as your HDFC banking. Entirely you can run it from Azure Cloud. Okay, it can provide you that much big infrastructure, right? So that is why it is so much trending in the market, guys. Why companies are going for Azure actually? Because you are creating machine very simple with 6 to 7 steps. You are creating machines in any part of the world. Okay, then why they will purchase laptops from Dell or Lenovo or HP? These machines are easier to create. These machines giving so many benefits, more security, okay, more agility, internet connectivity is there with this machine. With all these benefits, it is still costing them less. Still they are charging less. Why a company will go for HP laptop or Dell laptop? In next to 4 to 5 years, you people will also not use any laptops. You will use cloud laptops only like this. Our next generation is going to use cloud machines only, cloud laptops only. Nobody is going to use any physical machines. Okay, so that is what the technology is, guys. This is what Azure is giving you. Okay, that is why it is so much trending in the market. You can create any machine, any server with just few simple steps, right? Fine. Okay, so I hope a lot of things are clear. Okay, what it can do, what it is capable of, and why companies are using this, right? And we have created our simple Windows machine also. Okay, so you people follow the same steps. Anyway, the session was recorded. Okay, get the recording, try to follow the same steps and try to create a machine over here, guys. Okay, creating a machine is very simple, and this will be your first task in your company, guys. Okay, in your project, in your company, when you are, that will be your first day. This will be the task which you have to do. Okay, so using the similar kind of steps, I'll create a Linux machine tomorrow. Okay, because parallelly we have to run both the things. We have to know how the things are in Windows and how the things are going on Linux also, we should know. Okay, so creation is just one part, guys. Maintaining and managing these machines is again a job of DevOps engineer only. And this is how your work look like. This is your nature of work. As a cloud engineer, as a DevOps engineer, this is your job. Okay, programming is not there. This is what your job is, to maintain and manage these servers in the cloud. Okay, fine, guys. So any questions, guys, till this point? No. Okay, so if it is clear, okay, I will be saving the share for today's class. And still, if you are having any questions or doubts.
Sayed,
Yeah, hi, please.
hi. This is Srujan.
Yeah, hi, Sujan.
That inbound port, whatever you are saying, that RDP, SSH means Linux, right?
Yes.
What about the HTTP, HTTPS? If that
Okay.
Windows IP
Yes.
is that, if
Yeah.
we copy the Windows IP and paste it in the Google, whatever the HTTP, HTTPS, so can we open while through that HTTPS? If
Yes,
we tick mark
definitely you can open.
particular.
And in tomorrow's class, I'll be going to tell that same thing only. Why to use HTTP and HTTPS, and what are the benefits we'll be getting out of HTTP and HTTPS. Okay, I will apply this on our Linux machine tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. But whatever you are telling is okay, right? That using this HTTP and HTTPS, we will get our messages. So basically, you can call it as web server.
Yeah.
Okay, web server configuration will be doing. Okay, right.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, yes. Hello. Hi.
Sir, I am Vinay Kumar. I raised Friday. I raised a question due to auto pay of Azure.
How to pay?
Azure DevOps software. Azure software is auto paying.
Okay,
How to
okay.
detect?
Just need if you people are having just Chrome in your laptop, okay, that would be fine. You have to go to Google and you have to go to this page. Okay, no need to install any softwares. Just have Google Chrome and you can use entirely Azure dashboard.
Yes, sir. Not. Yeah, about payments, sir.
Okay, about payment, I'll give the number in chat. I will repeat it again. You will be added to the group, guys. Actually, in that WhatsApp group, you should be sending me the screenshots every day. Sir, I've completed this task, or you are getting stuck at any step. Sir, I'm stucking at this step. I'll tell you the solution. Okay. So you will be added to that group. So adding to that group is important because you will have the entire updates. Okay, that what is going on. Okay, who are doing what. Okay, so I'm giving the number over here. It is 74164 31306, guys. Okay, 74164 31306. Today's recording also you can ping or you can call for recording, and for registering also you can call on this number 74164 31306.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Sir, one more.
yes, yes, please ask.
I created Azure account, but it is in auto pay. How to deactivate in auto pay? I did not understand.
Okay, yeah, you just call this number. Okay, I will tell you how to disable auto pay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, yes. Yes, fine, guys. Okay, so any questions also? Okay, still if you are having any questions after 1 hour or after half an hour, you still get any questions, ping or please call on this number. Okay, so tomorrow we'll be connecting at the same time again, and then we'll be going to launch our Linux machines. Okay, so I'll be saving the share for today's recording, and I'll be okay saving this call. So fine, guys, then. Okay, so do take care everyone, guys. Have a great day to you all. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.